We've all been told it. Money can't buy happiness. But let's be real, it sounds so tempting to believe that a fat paycheck, a luxurious vacation, or the latest gadgets would bring lasting joy. After all, money gives us freedom, comfort, and security, right? But does it really bring happiness? Or are we just chasing the wrong thing? Let's dive into this. The truth is, money can certainly make life easier. It takes away the stress of worrying about bills, provides us with basic needs like food and shelter, and offers the ability to experience things we might not otherwise be able to. So yeah, money does matter. But what happens when we start tying our happiness to the number in our bank account or the latest status symbol? Does the more money, more happiness formula really hold up? Research shows that beyond a certain point, usually when your basic needs are met, more money doesn't correlate with more happiness. It's like this. If you're struggling to pay rent or buy groceries, having more money would absolutely improve your well-being. But once your financial stress is alleviated, additional wealth doesn't add much in the way of long-term happiness. So why is that? Let's break it down. Happiness is a fleeting emotion. It comes and goes depending on external circumstances. Maybe you get a promotion or buy something new, and for a short time you're thrilled. But that high quickly fades, and then you're back to the same place you were before. Fulfillment, on the other hand, is a deeper, more lasting feeling. It comes from pursuing things that align with your values, passion, and purpose. The issue here is that most people mistakenly think that money will lead them to fulfillment, when in reality, fulfillment comes from things like personal growth, meaningful relationships, and contributing to something bigger than yourself. Think back to moments in your life when you felt truly happy. Was it when you bought something new or got a raise? Or was it when you shared a deep connection with a friend or did something meaningful for someone else? If you're really honest with yourself, you'll probably realize that the happiest moments didn't come from buying material things, but from things like love, achievement, or purpose. Now, I'm not saying money is bad. Far from it. It's essential. But there's a difference between using money as a tool for freedom and comfort versus using it as a yardstick for happiness. The problem is when we start to think that more is always better. We get caught in the cycle of trying to acquire more money, more stuff, more status. But this cycle never ends. There's always more to be had, and it never brings lasting contentment. This is where the concept of enough comes into play. When is enough? Well, enough. When you were younger, you probably had a vision of what success and happiness looked like. A dream job, a beautiful house, a fancy car. But now that you've achieved some of those goals, do you feel as fulfilled as you imagined? Or does the desire for more continue to gnaw at you? What most of us fail to realize is that the chase for more money and possessions can actually lead us away from true happiness. Money can make things easier, but it can't buy the deep satisfaction that comes from personal growth, meaningful connections, or living a life aligned with your values. I want to take a moment to thank you for being here and taking the time to reflect on this. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of wanting more, but questioning these beliefs is the first step toward creating a more fulfilling life. By acknowledging that money isn't the be-all and end-all, you're already on the path to understanding what truly brings happiness. So, how do you start focusing on the right things? The first step is to redefine what success means to you. Success shouldn't be just about money or status. It should be about living in alignment with your values. When you begin to ask yourself what truly makes you happy, you'll likely realize that success is about personal growth, connection, and purpose. Another crucial piece of the puzzle is gratitude. When you take time to appreciate what you already have, you stop chasing after more and start enjoying the present moment. Gratitude helps you realize that happiness isn't about accumulating more things, it's about appreciating the little things in life. Also, don't forget about relationships. Strong, supportive connections with family, friends, and loved ones are some of the most significant sources of happiness. No amount of money can replace the joy that comes from being loved and supported by others. Finally, invest in yourself, your health, your mindset, your growth. When you take care of your body and mind, everything else falls into place. Feeling good about yourself and your life naturally leads to more happiness, no matter your financial situation. At the end of the day, money isn't the key to happiness. It's important, yes, but it's not the ultimate source of joy. True happiness comes from living a fulfilling life, one that aligns with your values and passions. So stop chasing the wrong thing. Focus on what truly matters: your well-being, your relationships, your purpose, and the present moment. When you do that, you'll find that happiness is already within your reach.